How do you know what's right and what's wrong? You may say there are laws, standards in science and common sense, but if you look at these, as with other things, you will see standards of right and wrong change. What was right has become wrong, and wrong become right. For example, what does science teach of the Earth's age? In the late 1700s, it was 1.6 billion years based on erosion. And in the late 1800s, 24 to 400 million. You can just take your pick, based on the cooling of molten rock. By 1907, it was back at 1.6 billion, according to radioactive decay, and currently it's at 4.6 billion, according to radioactive theory. So, how old is it? And science is famous for its ever-changing view on everything in the universe, while constantly teaching prevailing theories as fact. And then there are man's laws, regulations which govern us. They too constantly change. You could be punished for something that is later accepted as a norm. In 1895, for being a homosexual, Oscar Wilde, the then famous poet, was sentenced to 2 years in prison with hard labor. But by 2013, same-sex marriage was legalized. What was illegal became legal. And if we talk of the ethics of right and wrong, take the controversy over abortion. As in the past, it has really polarized opinions pro and con. Which is right and which is wrong? There are ethical arguments for both sides. So, we hear explanations for these changes, such as science is evolving, we have become more civilized, and that some people are just too fanatical in their beliefs. But we're assured that humanity is evolving. Yeah, right. But all of those explanations are another way of saying that what is science, what is law, and what humanity believes is constantly changing. They're excuses, and evolution means things will change again. Another empty excuse. So, who's to say what's right or wrong? Now, hearing this, you may well ask, well, is there anyone who can say what is truth in the face of ever-shifting sands of knowledge? Now, I say yes. Fortunately, there are standards that have not changed, such as those of the Bhagavad Gita, the most authoritative text on yoga and its philosophy. Standards of knowledge that have been the same for 5,000 years and for eons before. Knowledge that says the earth is 2 billion years old, that homosexuality is an acknowledged orientation, and that abortion is morally wrong, except in very rare circumstances. The idea is that there are two standards of knowledge, relative and absolute. Relative means things change, and absolute means they don't. And relative knowledge is an ascending path to truth that's sorely handicapped by the incorrigible fallibility of man. But absolute knowledge descends from a supreme flawless source. And such knowledge doesn't change because it's the truth. Why would the truth change? I mean, why would it? So that's it. Human culture means basing life on standards of right and wrong. And now you can decide which are your foundations, the revolving door of relative truths or the bedrock of absolute truth. The choice is yours.